Hey everybody, this is Steve here, and today I'm joined by Creeper.
Hey there.
And today we're going to present to you the TC system. The TC system consists of 4 microcontrollers, which when placed on every wagon, build a closed signal loop. In order to build your own TC compatible wagons, we provide 2 templates, one for an engine and one for a wagon. Both of these templates consist of the proper coupling as well as headlights. And of course, same goes for the backside. Then on the front you have a wagon counter and a few example displays, lights and a horn, as well as the emergency stop button on the deck. To hook these up, everything should be labeled on the TC controller and should be pretty self-explanatory. The brakes are already hooked up to the wheels. Same goes for the engine template. There's also the counter as well as the coupling, head and rear lights. But you get a few more example parts on the deck which are also hooked up into the TCE controller. Important to note is here that the ignition, so the engine on-off signal, as well as the RPS signal have to traverse through the TCE controller and should not be directly hooked up into your engine. So do not hook up your brake or throttle value directly into the engine or brakes, but hook them up through the controller. Everything in the controller should be connected in the end. And an important thing to note as well is the engine throttle value should not be throttle from -1 to 1, but instead should be the RPS value from, for example, -20 to around 20. In case if you want to build your own chassis, we're now gonna give you a more detailed explanation on how to make your own TC compatible wagons. The coupling should be on the same height as the connection block of the wheels, and there should be 2 linear suspensions on each side of the coupling, spaced 2 blocks apart from the hinge. So, in order to build your own TC-enabled wagons as well as locomotives, you're going to need 3 to 4 TC chips. First of all, there is TC Start, TC Main, TCE, and TC End. TCE is only used for engines, and the other 3 have to be on every single wagon as well as the engine. So, the main layout is there's going to be a TC Start at the beginning of the wagon. Then there's going to be a TC End at the very end of the wagon, and there's going to be a TC main chip on the wagon. Then the connected button, or like the connected output of the coupling, goes into the TC end. Same thing for the front TC controller, the TC Start. And then the composite signal output from TC Start is going to TC main. And the output from TC main is going to TC end and the input which says PC. And also the coupling. Then the input from the coupling goes to the end coupling. And the output from the end controller goes into the output which says TC end. And the output also goes into the coupling. And the receive goes straight into the TC Start, which says coupling F. And that's basically all there is to it for a standard wagon. And here are now the inputs for your wagon controls. And when you build an engine, you're going to need 1 extra TCE, which you just put somewhere on the wagon. And then basically all the composite connections from TC main controller go into the TCE. And the connection to the coupling as well as the TC end are instead made by the TCE. So basically hook up the TCE to the TC end in the PC input and also to the coupling. And that's basically all there is to it for the engine. If you decide to put on the lights controller as well, the TC headlights, just put it on anywhere and hook the composite signal from TC main into the headlights controller. And then the headlights controller is going to have 2 inputs, the front coupling and rear coupling connected. So basically just hook these up as labeled. Connecting end coupling connected is going to go here. And front coupling connected is going to go in here. And now you have 4 outputs for the different lights. So we have rear lights red, which is going to go into the red rear lights. Then you have rear lights white somewhere. Just going to go into the white rear lights, and the same thing goes for the front lights, white as well as red. And that's basically all there is to it to building these controllers. So I'm now gonna demonstrate how to hook up the TC system based on this fuel transport wagon right here. So first, make sure the coupling is all correct. So as you can see, the coupling is on the proper height, the height of the block above the wheels. And also these are one block out of the coupling, and the magnet of the coupling is one block in front of these suspensions. So that's all right for front as well as back. And now we're going to take a TC start controller and put it somewhere in the front of the train. And as you can see, I'm just going to put them in here into the fuel compartment. And let's color them gray. Just looks a bit more nice. Then we're going to take the TC end, put it at the end of the wagon, and take the TC main. And I hope it... No, never mind. I'm going to put it on the ceiling right here. Yeah, it should do. And now we're going to first hook up the composites. So TC start is going into the TC main. This is going into the coupling as well as the PC input on the TC end. Then coupling goes into this one. And the front coupling goes into this one where it says coupling F. Now this goes into the coupling as well as the controller. And that's it for the composite. And now we're going to have to hook up the coupling connected signal into this, and the other coupling connected signal into this controller right here. Just make sure, don't forget to hook up the couplings into the TC start and end controllers. Now you have to put the emergency button somewhere on the train. Let's see if there's already one on there. There we go. And we have two of them here. So we're going to take a quick AND gate. Put it on the ceiling as well. There we go. And I'm going to hook up both of these emergency stop buttons if I can find them. There we go. There's the first one. And there's the second one into this AND gate. And this now goes into the emergency brake on the TC main. Let's quickly label these. Now we have to hook up the brakes. So there's going to be the brake, which goes straight into our two wheel brakes. Wagon number, we're going to put a display somewhere at the front. Actually, let's get rid of these first. There we go. Now we're going to hook up electricity. There we go. And the wagon number is going straight into this display. Now up, down, left, right. We're not going to worry about these on the fuel cart doors. Not going to need them. We're going to do the lights using the lights controller, so we can ignore these as well. There's no horn in this cart, so we're going to leave out the horn as well. And we don't need the aux signals, so that's basically it for this controller. Now we're going to get our TC headlight controller. And we're going to put it sitting right here. Now I'm going to hook up our couplings. Front coupling, rear coupling. And now we're going to put our lights. Let's see which ones are the red ones. The bottom ones are red. So therefore we're going to hook up red. Front red here. And rear lights. Wait, these are the white ones, so they're going to be the top ones. And rear lights red are going to be the bottom ones. And here we have rear lights. So wait a minute. Rear lights red. Oh, these are front. So let's put these front, and these should be rear. There we go. And that should be pretty much everything to control this wagon. So we can now save this. And that's pretty much all there is to it.